the person we're accidentally engaged to. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so... Okay, conversation's just not happening. I need foreign affairs. Like... Oh no, it was foreign intelligence I studied. Damn it. Should have gone with foreign affairs. You study the relationship of Nova and its nearest neighbors. The borders have been mostly peaceful in recent years, except for the problems with Ixion to the south. However, trouble may be brewing in Piraeus as well. 4 years ago, the Duchess of Hellas tried to foment an insurrection in northern Ixion, just over the Galban River border. Not only did that fail, but in retaliation, Ixion pushed troops into southern Marais, and they are still refusing to leave. God damn it, I could have used this a while ago. This is exactly what happened. And... okay, I was kinda right to just surrender the area. What voice am I using for him? Your Highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. Giggle. I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. You're 14. I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted my humble offering. A jewel for the jewel. But you are the more precious. I hope this is only the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us would bring stability to both our peoples. He really does want to marry me. God damn it. Why wasn't there a internal affairs foreign intelligence check for me to possibly call bullshit on this? I think it would be helpful if I just did that. Oh, not my stats. I would be honored. LD. Your Grace, are you not aware that my daughter is only 14 summers? It's my decision. A betrothal only, of course. There's no need for hurry. You have your coronation to plan for, after all. If I might be of service in any way, please send for me. I will be happy to offer my protection or advice. Okay, so what's... Alright. Pressured and cheerful. What do I have that does that? Well, that's pressured, but... Okay. Start with one less depressed. What do I have? Lonely, that's all that's left. And what does that give me? Medicine. Conversation. Conversation, that's gonna be a good one. Gonna go with court manners. Probably about time I actually did something with that. You review the correct greetings for guests according to rank and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. As the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. You study rules for formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. What's this guy's voice gonna be? Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg my pardon when she admits she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Coruscant, the Duchess of Mead. Is she alright? Why was that a history test? She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's just... Beth. It's justice it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke me mam's heart. Lied to her they did. When she went to see why he'd not come back, said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. He weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get me own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. Oh, partial success. Okay. This may have something to do with the last Duke of Mead. He was involved in all sorts of scandals. You know what? There might actually be a little truth to this. You know, we're talking about someone who has a history of scandals. This very well could be one of them. Can't kill her yet. We can imprison her until we can get to the bottom of it. You have tried to murder a noble of my domain, and I have no reason to believe you wouldn't do it again. You will be imprisoned for the rest of your life. He'll not have me. All of a sudden, she breaks loose from her guards and rushes at you. In your court dress, you are unarmed. You grope for a weapon and find only a heavy golden ornament, which you hurl in her direction. Your missile flies wide off its mark. Before you have a chance to do anything else, your personal guards step into action, cutting the woman down before she can endanger you. Her lifeless body lies bleeding on your carpet. Clean that up, bitch. Here's the thing. Why were you that close to someone convicted of murder? Okay. One more afraid and one more pressured. So it seems like 10 service just evens out whatever's in this column. And then... go with the tomb. You pay your respects to your mother's tomb and wonder if the same fate is waiting for you. Not with the amount of min-maxing I put into divination. You better know when that's coming. Alright. Okay. I need to go for Novan Affairs now. That's another situation where I needed to actually know what was going on, and I didn't. You read about the history of your domain. Hundreds of years ago, Nova was the center of a great empire, spanning the length of the western coast as well as a few island territories. Over time, your influence has waned. Nova's entire history involves an endless slew of names and dates, Even as small as it's become, there are 10 dukedoms. No, 11 now, plus the royal line. You hope no one expects you to memorize every single lineage. As you are walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny. What the hell are you talking about? Divination failed. I min-maxed the hell out of that. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. Guess I was wrong. When you return to the castle, your father is waiting for you. There's a woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project. Thank you for seeing me, Royal Highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought in for treatment. Putting all the sick... Oh my god. You're an idiot. Putting all the sick people together? Wouldn't that make them die faster? Oh my god. We're not interested. Oh. Why am I so stupid? Pressured. And... I'll go with that. So now it's just pressured. No, not pressured. Lonely. So that is what now? Yeah, look at this. Divination at 50. Bullshit. Failed divination check. Okay. I already failed one check because of flattery, so I failed one for flattery, and I'm pretty sure I failed one for poison too, so I'm gonna take them. You learn that it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. The first treatment for most injected poisons is to purge the stomach by forcing the victim to eat powdered charcoal, which can absorb dangerous substances. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball. There will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean not safe? Outside of the castle, you're less well protected. If anyone means you harm, well, think on it now and decide later. Will the Duke of Sedna attend the gala? It is a traditional Novan event. Inviting your fiancé might be seen as a statement. Failed conversation. Damn it. You know what? I might as well. If I'm gonna marry him, it's a statement I ought to send. As you wish. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Brienne. I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother's the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her Uncle Kevin has been acting strangely lately and shouting at shadows. Huh. That's the guy who just brought someone in for demanding to have her executed. Huh. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her. Okay. Needs pressured. She needs some pressure. Why is nothing... God damn it. I kinda hate this. That's the only thing I can do to actually work on the pressured stuff. Okay, so yielding, what does that do for me? Can work on presence. Fuck it. Min-maxing presence. You practice wearing the royal regalia and looking at yourself in a mirror. Young as you are a queen of the blood. You are your mother's daughter. You are a force to be reckoned with. You stare at yourself in the mirror and practice focusing and transmitting energy with only your eyes, turning the intensity of your gaze on and off at will. You practice using different styles of breathing in order to feel more energetic and let that energy surround you for others to share. Today is the procession and the planting for the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. You know what? If I decided to go, I would lose so many skill checks. I'd rather not. No, I guess I'd rather stay here. You watch the procession from your tower window, feeling safe, but lonely. Suddenly you hear someone moving around inside your room. You turn in surprise, but it's only a maid. My lady? What are you... Should you not be in the procession? It's a major festival, but there are other ways to celebrate. You know what? What do I do? I'll just do that. I can't go outside. There might be assassins. Oh. I was gonna say, she looked so freaking suspicious right there. Alright. So I need willful. And... Damn it. That's... It seems like the best I can do right now. Now it's just lonely. Okay, I'm gonna do flattery and poison again. Certain poisons will counteract each other, such that either on their own will kill the victim, but carefully applying a matching amount of the other will cure. If a victim is stabbed with the poisoned spine of a sea urchin, the spine must be removed carefully and the affected area soaked in very hot water in order to cook out the poison. You learn that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward. You learn that it is always better to compliment people for their personality and their choices, rather than their physical attributes. Are you ready for the grand ball? All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. Oh. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Well, shit. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on. but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you around gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. I believe the next turn is mine. He bows gracefully and offers you his hand, then leans close to whisper a quick question. Do you know how to dance? Nod and shake your head. Do I? Why can't I? Oh man. I don't remember if I know how to dance. I don't think I do. You shake your head slightly, your hair swaying. Watch me. I'll go slowly. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father, especially when the man in front of you is the one you've agreed to marry. His touch is gentle, his every move carefully signaled, to be sure that you don't miss the beat. Is this what your marriage will be like? Between the dances, there's time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bits of exquisite food. You interact comfortably with your peers, leaving a wise word in every ear. During a lull in the music, Banyan, the Duke of Marie, taps an elegant fingernail against the wineglass, letting the clear note ring out through the room. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her respect for tradition and the rights of nobility means that we can all sleep safe in our beds. Our boundaries are strong and secure, our lands well defended. No one would dare steal from us. What a dick. The blatant falseness of his words grates on your ears. He's challenging your honor, right in front of the entire assembly. He wants me angry. He wants me to make a mistake. Order his execution. Challenge him to a duel. That's still... You know what? That's only really an insult from him to me, and no one else actually knows what he's talking about. Just ignore it. You turn your head away, pretending not to notice the concerned murmurs around you. Better to look like a coward than indulge in pointless fighting, right? As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you, and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila, and a fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at school, and the absolute terror of the ball fields. No Brienne. She said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here, dancing together, the Duke consort clutching his Duchess positively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? As the evening grows late, your personal guest draws you aside for a private conversation. You have my most fulsome thanks for the invitation to this event. However, you might want to spend more time with the scribes before corresponding in writing with other nobles. Some may not appreciate your unique sense of phrasing. Oh, wonderful. I sounded like an idiot. It's always the greatest of pleasures for me to be in your presence. That may not be the case for all those whom you have invited. Please, do not overlook the dangers that may face you from within. A queen, or even a duke, must always be aware of the possibility of intrigue. especially when those who wish to protect you may not always be present. I look forward to the day when we no longer have to part. Okay. So. All these kinda suck. Yielding, lonely, cheerful. Nope, does not help. God damn. What can I... You know what? I'll do afraid. You attend services in the castle grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart.